Welcome back everyone. In this tutorial again, we are going to continue our discussion on HTML styles in CSS. So quickly, let's get started. We are going to talk about HTML CSS border again. The CSS border property defines a border around an HTML element. I've discussed this, but I still want you to know one thing deeply about this border. The border element is very important. You can define a border. The border property is very important. You can define a border for nearly all HTML elements. For example, when you want to style the p tag with border, you have to put border, the border property, along with the 2 pixel or whatever, any pixel. But here, note this: you can only increase or decrease the size by using px, pixel, which stands for pixels. And also the solid or whatever style you want, the type of border that you want, you can specify it. You will get to see more border later, but this one, let's just leave it like this. You get to understand deep about this solid also in the future. We have discussed much about this. This is font family here, so let us use this font family, the type of border we want to use, and also the size that we want to assign to our border. Let's use it and see how it works. This is where we stopped in the other day, and this is how our system looks. So today we are going to do something. We are going to add border to this external CSS. So if you don't know how we got to this external CSS, this is it. This is the link that you are going to put on your head tag. I've discussed this on our former video. You can go and watch it deeply if you want to understand the depth about it. Inside your head tag, you are going to put this link, and you're going to add href. Inside your href tag, this is the main important place. You are going to add something. So you can change this name to any name you want, but any name you want must end with .css, and also the CSS file must be inside your document. Like I use omo.css, so that's why you are seeing me using omo.css here. So whatever name you specify here must end with .css. You can use saka.css, money.css, anything.css, john.css, so or style.css, doesn't matter. So that's why we are able to use this inside the external file, external style sheet again. So now quickly, let's use our border on h1. We want to use border. I just tap, I indent it like that, so you can be able to see what I want to do. That's why I give it a space. So this is border we want to use. Now we want to specify the size. If we specify the size using 100%, let's say firstly let's use 2 pixel, or let's use 4 pixel to see what we are doing. This is 4 pixel. When you save the 4 pixel, you see that you are not seeing anything. Okay, let's use solid. After the solid, let's see how our document looks. Can you see? After the solid, you can see something here, and you can see our font family here. So now let's say we want to style our border again with another font family. Let's say we want to use like area. Can you see what happens? The font family disappears. Do you know the reason why? The border disappears. Do you know the reason why? The reason why is that we have already specified font family. Can you see? This is font family here. because you have already used it somewhere here, you don't need to specify it here again. This one here stands for font family, and because we have already used the font family here, you don't have to specify it again here. You understand what I'm saying now? So let's say you want to use this one, you prefer using it like this. Let's say we use this Algeria now. Let's copy this Algeria for you to know what I'm talking about clearly. Paste it here, save it, because we are having font family Kinikon here. So we want to assign font family to, is it possible to assign font family to just ordinary solid border? Because border is just length. Can you see? Can you see? It's still having that same thing, but it, to be honest with you, here what you're having here is 0. You don't need to add this font family here again. You don't need to add it here again, because now let's see, because when we are using let me show you something. I want to show you funny thing here, because we have already used the, come back here. Can you see? You see that the border is not there, and you did it correctly. You use 4 pixels, you use solid, and you use area. Why is not showing? Why is not displaying? The reason why it's not showing, the reason why it's not displaying, because you have added double something here, and the computer doesn't want it. The HTML don't want it. So you have to remove this one for it to show. Let's remove this one. Now let's save our document. You will see that it will display now. Wow, again it's not display, but the border changed right now. So why is changed and the body has changed quickly? Let's start to understand this again now. Okay, we use solid area. The solid works, the border doesn't works. Why the border doesn't works? Okay, let's come to this place then and use the border. Maybe it will work. Border 2 pixel solid red. Do you know what I did here? I put color here. I put color here, and this may also affect this one again. Now save it. You will see what will happen now. It does not affect this one, because the color here is meant for the color there. Sorry, the color here is meant for solid. It's not for it's not for the p tag. The color here is meant for the p tag. Why the color here is meant for the solid? It's meant for the border. You understand? But if we use, let's say, font here again, it will disturb, like what we did here. You know, here we use font family. Like, let me show you something. In our document here, we have powder blue. This is color. Don't miss. That's why I'm showing you this. Don't miss color with font or something else. If not, it will never work here. It's only color you can easily put here that can make it looks nice. And if it's not even only color, you can add everything at once. You can add color, you can add this place. Now we are adding the, but we haven't had the color, so we have to show the kind of color we want. The border has already been applied to this one, but there is no color. That's why we are unable to see it. When we add color to it now, we are going to see it. So this is area. Let me add color. Which color we are want to use? Let me use blue color. You will see now it will display. The border will display on this one now. Wow, it doesn't display. Again, we detect something again. What did we detected? We detect that this thing now doesn't take more than three properties. The border does not take more than what? more than 3 properties. So it's better to just remove one. Just remove our this thing, our font family, and save the document. Now it works. But for you to specify more thing, it never take it. Never take anything more than. Can you see? It will never work. Can you see? It doesn't work. It will dismantle the border. Firstly, we detect that this thing is not taking more than 3 elements, 3 properties here. So it took only 3 properties. And also this place, if you are having this, the blue color here is only meant for the border. It's not meant for the tag. If we can change the tag color, like let's the H1 color, let's use yellow here and use red here. I use red 255. You can use green, Jerry. So now we are using green here. The green we apply to this, but as we are using border here, the blue here we apply to border. It will never apply to. You will now see that we will have the text as green. The text will be green, and the border around it will be blue, and it will be solid border. So let's come back. The text will change to green and the border will become blue. Now you can see. Sometimes this border property used to, when you are adding it along with some things here, sometimes you used to get confused on how it works. That's why I'm showing you how it works now. So now let's say we want to change the font family of this. We don't want this one. We don't want this default. So we want to change the font family of it. You can just come here and say font family and use, let's say, Algeria. No, area. Let's use area. So when we use area, this thing will change. Can you see it changed? Can you see the answer? Everything has changed. Let me change the color to red so you can see what we are talking about. I'll change this one to red now. So when I change it to red, you will see how it really looks. Can you see now? So you see, you can see. So that's how it works. In our former video, we have discussed about how we can get the width and height of this. So the width, this width, we can quickly control it. Like by specifying the width. I can do like this. Width. This is a bonus for today. We are still going to talk about the width much more better in the future. Width, you can specify 100%. When you specify 100% here, you are going to see that the width is going to fill all the screen. Can you see? It's full all the screen, you see. So now this is the default size of the 100% of the width. So now let's reduce it to this place. So you can just do like 45. Let's give it 45 and see how it looks. Can you see? Now we are getting there. You can see we can reduce it more and more and more and more. We can give it height also if we want. We can give it 45% also. It will be it will be like from here reach somewhere like this place. Can you see? It's not showing. So in the future we are going to discuss about it. So that's why I show you, so you can know that you need to follow along for you to be able to get this point very well. So you can only use the width right now. So let's leave it like this so I can be able to show you the trick behind it also. So in our next tutorial we are going to discuss much better about something called padding. So I wish to see you next time. Once again, my name is Anwar Akorede Ayofe, and have a great day. Thank you. Bye bye.